incentivize folks who complain by putting up their photos on the homepage, celebrating them. I think that's a great suggestion. What do you think?
Yeah, so yes, no, that's a very good suggestion. I think that's what we are missing.
Fantastic. Round of applause for the gentleman there. Great. Okay, okay. Next.
Yeah. Nandakumar from VN Vision. Give one of these computers or kiosks to each of the councillors in the city. The opposition councillors will definitely use it.
Yeah, my name is Rahul. I have a solution. I don't know if it appeals to you or not. Make a small game on your website. For example, dirtiest place in Hyderabad. Make one option maybe Amir Pet, something. You get the highest clicks. You know that place is actually dirty. People think that day. So people are involved in the game. A, B, people come to know about your website more. And also that government also comes to know that, okay, people do think that this place is dirty.
Fantastic. That's also a very good idea.
Called Lead India 2020. They are actually spending a lot of money, and it is under the aegis of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So he is trying to transform, the 55 crore youth over the next 10 years. But right now in Andhra Pradesh, they already reached the 8th, 9th, 10th students who actually, there are more than about 10 lakhs they already reached. Actually, you could probably run it through with them, and then that helps really, very well.
So we had a bunch of suggestions. I'm going to ask each of the entrepreneurs to choose one suggestion which they thought was the most valuable. I'm Gopi, I'll start with you since you just finished.
So one is the Lead India, Lead Youth 20.
Lead India 2020.
Yeah, so I guess that's going to be very useful because I'm looking for some people who can actually enable the action.
So Naidu?
So I think I'll be still the idea of the events are the big scale in the number. So I would still stick with working with the organizers, giving it a subsidized rates and working with them. And also focus the youth, the students, where they don't have the business cards at all right now.
Okay.
So a combination of both two, I would stick onto it and work on it.
Mamta, you?
Yeah, I think what Manish said about trying to actually look for people who already have an entrepreneurial mindset and who would have a passion to work for a startup.
So just summarizing, Gopi, are you happy with the response these 50 heads are giving you?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Definitely, yes, very good. Yeah.
Mamta, you're happy or
No,
bothering?
not really.
So, she also gets the biggest audience response. Fantastic. So thanks. So we have two entrepreneurs who are completely happy, and we have Mamta who's sort of happy and not happy. So I think our first edition of the Entrepreneurs Huddle has been 2.5 on 3. Yes, somewhat of a success. I'd like to thank the audience of entrepreneurs. I'd like to thank the entrepreneurs who came up on stage. Thank you very much for watching.
Okay, so 2.5 out of 3. So 2 entrepreneurs have actually benefited from that event. I guess it's only a matter of time before we know how they use and implement the suggestions given to them. Okay, we'll take a breather here on the show, but coming up. Is the pen mightier than the sword? The Writing Lab certainly thinks so. They're up next on Elevator Pitch.
This show is presented by Dell, helping entrepreneurs take their own path.
पहली बार जब टीवी पे देखा अपने आप को तो ऑब्वियसली अच्छा लगा. ऑब्वियसली लड़कियां सब पैसा दिए तो अच्छा लगता है.
शुरू में ये सब अच्छा लगता था, आज भी अच्छा लगता है, पर हमेशा टॉप पे रहेंगे इसकी कोई गारंटी नहीं है.
देखिए बल्ला जब तक चल रहा है ठाट चल रहा है. जिस दिन बल्ला नहीं चला उस दिन
बिरला सन लाइफ इंश्योरेंस के वेल्थ विद प्रोटेक्शन सॉल्यूशंस. जिंदगी के उतार चढ़ाव में जियो विश्वास के साथ.
बेस्ट होने के लिए बेस्ट बनना पड़ता है, लड़ना पड़ता है, जीतना पड़ता है, तब जाके बनता है the best.
We have our homes at Amrapali because Amrapali is the best and you deserve the best.
आपका घर बनाते हैं आम्रपाली ग्रुप, डेवलपिंग इंडिया.
न्यू बाइक है, प्लेन से रेस लगाएगी? इतनी जल्दी नहीं है यार, वैसे भी घर ही जाना है, माँ इंतजार कर रही है.
माँ? महिंद्रा स्टैलियो. जिंदगी में आगे निकलने के लिए जरूरी नहीं जिंदगी को पीछे छोड़ दे, क्योंकि जिंदगी का मजा जीने में है.
महिंद्रा स्टैलियो जान है, शान है और इत्मीनान भी. और हाँ, इस विज्ञापन में मेरे द्वारा किए गए हर सीन को आप आसानी से कर सकते हैं. राइड सेफली.
रंग रंग सुना रंग रंग कॉपर का रंग, कॉपर का रंग.
कॉपर में छुपी खुशियों का रंग, बिजली में बसा कॉपर का रंग, रेलों में दिखे कॉपर का रंग, रंग एक नहीं है हजार यहाँ, हर घर चमके कॉपर का रंग, कॉपर का रंग।
Hindustan Copper Limited, the copper miner to the nation.
You've joined us in Starting Up. Now, with more and more companies choosing to go online so that they can reach out to more customers, without a doubt, there's a growing need for high-quality content creation. In fact, the Writing Lab, a startup based out of Delhi, believes it's doing just that. Let's hear them out then on our elevator pitch.
Well-written, web-specific content can get you more clicks through search engines, and that means more readers, more customers, and that finally translates to more revenues. And that is why it is very important to get your content just right. And that is what we exactly do at the Writing Lab. If you're looking for content for your websites, material for your marketing brochures, press releases for your firms, we have exactly what you're looking for. Welcome to the Writing Lab, your content laboratory where you get exactly the right content based on your requirements. Whether it is content for your website, which will be search engine optimized, content for your product, content for your blog, content for your marketing brochures, or anything and everything that has got to do with writing, we have it all. We charge a price of as low as 60 paise per word, going up to 1 rupee 30 paise per word. Within 2 months of a launch, we have managed to garner a revenue of 2 lakhs and expect to generate 50 lakhs in the next 2 years. We would like to make a pitch of 35 lakhs for an equity of 25%. We would use this money to hire manpower for our portal and come out with a new magazine for young authors. There's no doubt about it. The pen is mightier than the sword, and we at the Writing Lab prove it to you with each passing month.
Well, is our investor impressed? Well, we showed the pitch to him. Here's what he had to say.
Founder of Liquid, an e-learning solution, Vivek Agarwal likes to explore how technology can be used to make education more accessible. Co-founder of eGurukul that was later acquired by NIIT, Vivek had a look at the pitch and shares his comments.
I think it's an interesting idea. There is definitely a demand for English language writing services type of applications for corporate customers. I mean, we are an English language training company. We do know the extent to which this skill is needed in a lot of companies. He's trying to create a niche where he's taking a piece of the services offered by, say, something like an ad agency and web creating, web companies and editorial companies, and providing a service that is that spans across them and takes a niche of that. So, for example, if somebody wants a brochure, he's providing that. Typically, you would go to an advertising agency or a freelance creative person to get that done. And the challenge is going to be to convince the customers that using his model is better than, say, using a freelancer. He's already got paid customers, so which means there is some validation of the model that he's following. But the big challenge he's going to face is to be able to provide services across so many different segments. In terms of his investment expectations, I think the valuation expectations are not too much out of whack. However, it needs to be looked into where he's looking to invest his money. He mentions starting a writer's magazine. I'm not sure that's the best use of the money at this stage. So subject to that and to fine-tuning of his model, I think this is a company worth looking further into.
Well, guess what? We have another pitch for you on the show this week. I'm not going to give you any details, though, about who they are or what they're pitching for, but you don't want to miss it.
How do I approach it?
Startups across India all working hard, but with limited or no interaction at all between them.
Till a year ago, there was no mass media for startups. no mass media meant high marketing costs and very low customer awareness.
All that changed with the launch of Startup Saturday. Informal meetups that happen second Saturday every month. Entrepreneurs meet here to discuss their issues, seek help, and to pitch their products.
With over 200 startups showcased on national television, we've helped the country's most innovative entrepreneurs reach out to the masses and find customers, investors, and partners.
It's time now for our community to grow wider.
It's also time for us to meet with you and understand ground realities.
So guess what? We are coming together.
Announcing the launch of Starting Up
at Startup Saturday.
We'd like to make a pitch for you to attend these special events on these dates across Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi, and Hyderabad.
We promise you some of the most accomplished speakers and the most breathtaking startups from across the country.
Not only that, we also got lightning pitches and innovation jams for those of you who are on the brink of
Starting Up. Yup, we project a big increase in your revenue projections. So join us for Starting Up
at Startup Saturday
and bring out the entrepreneur within you.
Well, yes, a pitch that you can attend, Starting Up at Startup Saturday. Well, we look forward to seeing all of you there on our On Ground series. Okay, with that, we wrap it up here on the show. But remember, if you'd like to see your startup being featured here on the program, all you need to do is write us an email on startingup@etnow.tv. If emailing isn't your thing, you can also send us an SMS on 58888 or simply leave a post on our Facebook wall. You know we'd love to hear from you. With that, we'll say goodbye. But before we go, as we say every week, remember, there's never a better time than now to go out there and start up.
When it comes to your favorite movies, nothing should stop you from getting higher. The higher you go, the better it gets. Presenting Hollywood in HD. With stunning pictures in 1080i and awesome 5.1 digital surround sound. Only on Movies Now.
टोनी, तू मेरा बेस्ट फ्रेंड है ना? मैं तुझे एक सीक्रेट बताऊं? तेरी मम्मी का वेज का ना मेरी मम्मी के नॉन वेज से अच्छा है।
न्यूट्रल, अब जो सच है वो सच है।
टोनी, मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि मैं वेजिटेरियन बन जाऊँ।
When your time is precious, let the experts manage your wealth. ASK Wealth Management, over 25 years of managing wealth.
Goat cheese? No, sir. Not any goat cheese. Boucheron, straight from France. Goat cheese, sir. Straight from Nasik.
Access the world of interesting apps on your LG Optimus smartphone. Life's good when you live interestingly.
Karuturi Global, the world's largest producer of roses, the world's largest holder of greenhouse assets, and among the world's top 25 agro-transnational corporations, is now venturing into its most ambitious project to cultivate 7,65,000 acres of land in Ethiopia. A project, when completed, can cater to almost 5% of the global food demand. Karuturi Global. Global challenges, global opportunities.
Blue हो या pink, पापा तुम तक कुछ भी harmful नहीं पहुंचने देंगे. Stain proof paints ताकि तुम दोनों हर रोज एक नया masterpiece बना सको.
ये तो पेंट की तरह स्मेल भी नहीं करता.
Nerolac पेश करते हैं Impressions Eco Clean, जो है बिल्कुल प्योर.
before you realize, your loved ones will grow. What about your money? For incredible investment opportunities, talk to SMC. MoneyWise, be